It's time now for a look at latest in local sports. In sports, the NCAA Playoff Committee unveiled their top teams in college football on Tuesday evening. Top four teams will make this year's playoff at the end of the year. National title game will be played this year in Houston. Despite being a two-time defending national champion and winning 25 straight games, the committee put Ohio State 1, then Georgia 2, Michigan 3, and the Florida State Seminoles came in at number 4. The committee will do this every Tuesday leading up to the end of the year playoffs. On the outside looking in at number 5 is Washington, 6 is Oregon, 7 Texas, 8th Alabama, 9th Oklahoma, and Ole Miss Rebels came in at number 10. Every one of the top 10 still controls its own destiny from here on out, but a lot of key games still to be played. Biggest reason Georgia isn't ranked number 1, they stated, is strength of schedule. They get to play a top 20 team. Kirby Smart not concerned with the number 2 rankings, saying, quote, "You've got to win the games you play, and the rest will take care of itself," end quote. Georgia concern is Saturday's game with Missouri, who comes in with just one loss, and odds of winning the SEC East if they can pull the upset Saturday in Athens. Georgia listed as a 20-point favorite in Saturday's game in Athens. It's the CBS TV 3:30 game right before the 7 p.m. game on CBS between LSU and Alabama. Wayne County High School football team closed out its regular season this past Friday. They're practicing and getting ready for the playoffs, which begin next week all across the state of Georgia. The first round of the playoffs get underway on Friday, November 10th. Regular season ends this Friday for a lot of high school teams across the state. Our top 4 teams make the playoffs. The BC Cadets have the number 1 seed with a region record of 5-0. Wayne County looks more and more like they're going to land in that 4th spot, and our region crosses over with Region 2, and Spalding has the number 1 spot there as they're unbeaten at 10-0, ranked number 3 in the state rankings, along with Bainbridge. BC's ranked number 1 in the state, North Oconee 2, and is a tie for 3 between Spalding and Bainbridge. Once again, if Burke beats Southeast Bullock Friday, the region has a 3-way tie for second place between Wayne, Burke, and New Hampstead. And the first tiebreaker goes to New Hampstead as they'll win that number 2 spot. Then the next tiebreaker is head-to-head with the 2 teams remaining, Wayne and Burke. And since Burke beat Wayne County, they get the 3 seed, while Wayne, despite the 3-2 region record, falls to number 4 and will be on the road, which magnifies that terrible call at Burke when Matthew Fuller was down inside the 15-yard line at Burke. But the officials ruled it a fumble and returned by Burke for a touchdown, which was a 14-point swing, and Wayne winds up losing that game that they could easily won, not for not the men dressed in those zebra shirts. But unfortunately, that's happening all across the state every Friday night. Just ask Appling about the fumble recovery against Toombs County. The officials ruled it was not a fumble. Instead of Appling County winning by taking a knee and running out the clock, Toombs wins, and Appling, in the drawing out of the hat yesterday, went from a possible 1 seed to a 3 seed, and they're on the road as well in round 1. Unfortunately, is what it is, as they say, but these bad calls are costing teams wins and money. A home playoff game is revenue, and every team needs revenue. Just one suggestion: give each head coach 2 challenges during the game. Technology is in place. Maybe the coach can plead with the GHSA in the offseason to make some changes. They'll use replay this year at the state finals, and that came from that terrible call last year that cost that team the state championship. And it's an issue that simply needs to be addressed. Hopefully in the offseason something can be done. Wayne County's esports team won yesterday 2-0 over Terrell High School out of Atlanta. Today they take on Early County. Basketball season's upon us. The 2 middle school teams are going to play tomorrow at the Benny Ratliff Arena. Arthur Williams and Martha Puckett boys and girls will play. The girls play at 4, and the boys game will be played after that. Cross-country team headed to Carrollton this weekend. Again, they compete in the state meet. That race gets underway 12:30 Saturday. We wish the Yellow Jackets ladies and men's cross-country teams the best of luck this Saturday in that state race in Carrollton, Georgia. That'll do it for the latest in local sports.